So when I walked back in here to talk to the man, I was like, this battery is too big. He said, well, that's the only battery we got. And I was like, no, this battery ain't it. So I was like, the difference, one, there's a difference in weight. And two, the lips around this battery is not allowing it to sit flush. He was like, well, I've never had that before. Hey, young world. Happy Saturday. So, your girl woke up this morning. Not planning to do much at all. Just lounge around the house, mind my own damn business. Probably go to the Home Depot because I told y'all I wanted to mulch, you know, my yard the last time, but went out and decided to crank up my utility vehicle. Not my BMW, my little Nissan. And damn thing wouldn't crank, so what I had to do was, or what I'm attempting to do is change the battery. So I already took out the old battery and took it up to AutoZone, purchased me a new battery, which is right there. And I'm gonna put this battery in my Nissan, hoping that it'll crank up. I hope that's all that's wrong with it, is that the battery is dead. I hope. I already cracked one nail and bent this one. It's hanging on though. It hurts like hell, but it's hanging on. So I've changed batteries in my motorcycles before, like my first Softail and the motorcycle I had before that. I've never changed the battery in Midnight because I haven't had to. It's too brand new. But my Versa, my Nissan Versa hatchback, is a 2015. And honestly, I can't remember if I've ever changed a battery in it. So we crossing our fingers that that's the issue with that car. When I had an issue with my BMW, and it was the battery, I couldn't find out where the battery was to change it. But now that I know that it resides in the trunk of my coupe, if it happens again, I'll probably likely try to change it myself. So I'm going to try to put this battery off in here. As you can see, these are the little tools that I use to take out the battery. I had to remove this exhaust thing to get the battery out as well. So I'll have to replace that too. So we're going to see if this is a win for me or not a win for me. We're going to see, because, you know. And I'm honestly not dressed to be working on no vehicle. I ain't got the clothes on where I should be trying to work on a car or anything like that. But a lady's got to do what a lady's got to do. Who's she gonna call? So give me a sec. That's where the battery goes. And then for us women, just know red goes with red, and black goes with black. So we're just gonna set it back off in there. Like so. Should fit just fine. One would hope. seems a little bigger than the last battery was. Scratching my head, y'all. I'm scratching my head because it has a lip on it that wasn't on the other battery. And which is causing it not to fit perfectly. Okay, y'all, so rule of thumb, ladies, and I'm saying this to the ladies, if you end up doing some work on your vehicles by yourself, because the minor things, I always say, the minor things you can do, change it, you should know how to change a tire, you should know how to change your battery, you should be able to check your oil. But when you go up into the AutoZone as a female, they're going to look at you like you're crazy anyway, especially if you think you know something. Keep in mind, I've watched my dad work on vehicles for years. So when I walked back in here to talk to the man, I was like, this battery is too big. He said, well, that's the only battery we got. And I was like, no, this battery ain't it. So I was like, the difference, one, there's a difference in weight. And two, the lips around this battery is not allowing it to sit flush. He was like, well, I've never had that before. And I say, well, I tell you what, I have the paperwork from the car. So let's go back through it again. And if we can't find the exact battery through the paperwork, search the battery that I gave you, because I brought the battery up here that I gave to you. He was like, it's the exact same battery. I was like, no, it's not. So you may have to put on your big girl underwears, those of us that wear panties, if you do, and let them know what it is you need, because they're not going to always listen to you. Anyway, I think I got the right battery now. I'm pretty sure I got the right battery now. My phone is about to go dead. I'm about to head home, drop this battery in this car, and this bitch gonna crank. Just to kind of give y'all an idea, the reason why the other battery didn't work, if y'all can see this, is because you see these lips, they were all the way around the battery. So I'm explaining to the guy that because those lips are all the way around the battery, it won't fit into my battery case. And he was like, well, there's no way, because that's the only battery we have. And I say, well, you know, let's back up and let's research again. He swore I was wrong, but I was like, nah, bruh, I'm right. And of course, we found the right battery. And voila, it fits perfect. No movements, no straggling, no nothing. It just fits. So, now that we have the battery dropped in, we're going to remove these little casings off of it. And we have this battery installation kit to kind of help things not to corrode. And what you do is you take the green pad, hopefully I don't drop another tool in my car, because I already dropped one down there. I can't find it, so I'm hoping as I drive it just kind of falls out. So you get two. You get a red one, you get a green one. One goes on, the green one goes on the black side, the cold side, the red one goes on the hot side, right? Then you have the salve that goes on it. What you do is take the salve and you put it on your cushion. You can do it with your finger, just a little bit on your cushion. Just rub it on there, rub it around. Some people just do one side. It don't hurt to do both sides if you want to. So if you want to rub it on a little bit on the other side, that's fine. But you put it on there and you put it back on your stick. Similarly, you do the same to the red. I hope y'all can see. And I hope y'all can hear me because I'm outdoors. Of course. You can put that on there. And you can put a little bit on the other side if you want to. It's up to you. It's your business. Can't nobody tell you anything different. And you put it on. I probably should get a towel. Hold on just a minute. My damn self. So for the most part, I only removed one screw. The rest of them, I had to loosen 3, but I only removed 1. We're gonna set the charge on there. Put a little salve on top, just a little. And we're gonna tighten things back up. Yeah, my neighbors be peeking out the window at me because they always wondering what the hell I'm up to. What's she up to now? Fixing shit. And when I fix it, shit, if it don't work, I'll be mad. I just hate when women, and again, this is not one of those situations where I always say that yes, we love and need our men, especially our black men. But if you are a single woman out there, don't be a single helpless woman. That's all I'm saying. Don't act like you can't do some shit by yourself because you ain't gonna always be able to call on nobody. So you gotta put yourself in a position where you can get shit done if you need to get shit done. Things that are too much for you is one thing, but something like changing the battery, you shouldn't have to go pay nobody $100 worth of labor to put on a battery that you can put on yourself. That you shouldn't have to do. So, just have you your own little tool set at home. And do what you need to do. Handle your business. If your business needs to be handled. Okay, the battery is in. So now we got to put this exhaust thing back on, which sits on top of my battery. And squeeze off into that. Right, you want to put everything back where it goes. Tighten shit back up. That's the third screw that was loosened. And then put the screw back in where it goes. Not too bad. What am I doing? Let's see. That's too big still. Is it this one? Don't! Damn it. I keep losing my tools, y'all. Off in here. The nails definitely make things difficult. Why is this not going in? But y'all know I gotta have my nails shine. Y'all know. My nails is a way of life. What is this? That'll get it. My nails is a way of life. Then you just tighten it back down. Then I'm gonna run in here, get my keys. I know why I didn't bring it out here. Everything looks like it's back in place. Well, we gonna see if this bitch gonna crank. Of course I called my dad because I was like, Dad, I just changed this battery and the car won't crank. He said it should crank right up unless the battery is dead. And I was like, I don't want to have to take this battery back out here a third time. So, what I did was remove those red and green cushions because it wasn't allowing the things that charge the car sit flush on the battery, right? And since it wasn't sitting flush on the battery, the car wouldn't crank up. Well, the car is cranking. The air is coming on. The radio is working. So I'm just sitting out here letting it run for a little bit. Because I knew for a fact it wasn't the alternator. It couldn't have been the alternator. It couldn't have been anything else. But it's done. It's done now. The thing is, and what we have to keep in mind as little people is that don't be helpless. Please don't. Please don't. We don't want to be out here by ourselves, without anybody. But But if we have to be, we got to learn how to do stuff ourselves. At least try. If it ain't working already and you try to fix it and it still ain't working, at least you tried. That's all I'm saying. At least you tried. So, I saw a post the other day where a dude was saying, y'all act like y'all don't need us and this, that, and other, and so on and so forth. He say, but now that the weather changed, who you gonna call on to help check the air in your tire and check the fuel in your thing and this, that, and other, and so on and so forth. All this may be true for some females. All this may be true. Y'all may just be like, oh, I'm helpless. I can't do it myself. But I'm telling you, if you try, it's really not that hard. It's really not that difficult. And it maybe is not as difficult for me because I would follow my dad around like I was glued to his hip. So every time he was working on a car, I was out there looking at him work on a car. And I'm not sitting here saying that I can drop an engine or anything like that, because I can't. But the basic things, ladies, know how to check your fluids, know how to change a battery, know how to doggone change a tire if you need to change a tire, put air in your tires and check the pressure of your tire. Learn those basic things about your car. And if you don't know, shit, ask, because the tire pressures of your tires should be on the tire itself. That's key to tire pressure. It should be on the tire yourself, how much you should put in it versus how much you shouldn't. And I don't know, I'm not finna get on no vent. I'm tired now. I'm happy the car is cranked up, and now I can go do my utility work that I need to be doing in my little hatchback. I look tired. Bitch tired. All right. Bye, y'all.